Wait, sir.
Okay. Dilansha, you had issue of connecting?
So I had an issue of connecting before, not now.
You're okay now? So you got it solved?
Yes.
Because just now I saw the mobile, that's why, sorry. Because I was just looking at my screen.
Okay, sir.
Right. Then the storage devices. Storage devices, I said this is similar to your books. Why you are write down not now? The reason is you cannot remember everything. Why you are writing down your note? Because you cannot remember everything in your main memory. That is not possible because your main memory is limited. It's limited and you cannot remember everything. Therefore, you used to write down your notes. You used to take your notes. So similar to that, computers cannot remember everything it's in memory. Computers are also very poor devices, cannot remember everything in its memory. Even without voltage, it cannot remember. So it uses another mechanism that is called storage devices to store things in the memory. So please, so try to recognize these storage devices. What are these storage devices? Yes. What are the storage devices? What is this one?
Pen drive.
Pen drive. Correct. This one? Middle one?
Card reader.
Card reader. Yes. Card reader and memory cards. This one?
CD drive.
Yeah, CD drive. This one? This is?
Hard disk.
Hard disk drive. This is?
Hard disk.
The corner, blue color one?
Floppy drive.
Floppy drive. Yes, you are not normally seeing this because earlier days you can ask from your father or mother how you used to store the programs when you learn computing, how you used to store these programs. Mostly they have used floppy disks because I initially in my school age, I had a separate cabinet to put these floppy disks. It's like 50, 60 floppy disks, but they are in my table in the cabinet. So this is how I used to store my programs, data, photos, everything you stored using floppy drives. But nowadays we are not using floppy drives because it is very limited capacity. It can save up to 1.44 megabytes. 1.44 megabyte, not in even a single picture file. So it's very small storage. Now we are using hard disk, cards, CD, DVD drives, pen drives. Okay, next thing is, so storage devices. These are the devices and media. Media means what are the things that you are using? The CD drive use CDs and DVDs. Hard disk drive use hard disk. Card readers use cards. Pen drive. Floppy disk drives use floppy disks. These are called storage media. Right? Better you write these two. So storage devices.
Storage media again.
Devices means, so devices means the hardware component which are used to read the storage media. For an example, CD drive. Okay, CD drive read CDs. CD drive read CDs. Then card reader read cards. Floppy disk drive.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
What is floppy disk drive?
Yeah, floppy disk drive, I said that. It was old mechanism. It was old mechanism. So it was similar to CDs. Nowadays we are using CDs, no? But maybe your parents' era, when they were schooling, we use floppy disks. But now we are not using floppy disks. Now we are not using floppy disk, but in your parents' time, we use floppy disks. Now we are not using this. This is also storage device. It's a very old one. Like 20, 30 years before, we used that.
notebook notebook
What's that?
notebook
Wait. Let me go to the book. Books, English medium.
no
book.
sir no sir computer
Slide. You are using slide. Okay. In slide, yes.
notebook
This one.
this
This one or this one?
no sir the other
Notebook. Which is not this one?
no sir
Floppy disk. This is floppy disk. It's like notebook. It's floppy disk. This is to write your name and maybe your programs in the init. It has this space. This is floppy disk.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Then, so let's move to the next one and the last one. Last type of components that you can see in your lab is called communication device. Communication devices are called communication. So what's here? What is this?
dongle
It's dongle. You can see, you can notice this SIM, no?
dongle
It is dongle, yes. You can notice this SIM. This is called dongle, USB dongle. What is this?
Yes.
Yeah, this is basically similar to router. It's called modem. But before routers, we used to use modems. Modem is for basically convert telephone transmission to computer transmission. So because basically modems enable computers to access other computers and via internet telephone lines. So routers use this component inside it. Today's then other තියෙන routers වල ඇතුලේ modem component එකක් තියෙනවා. modem එකෙන් කරන්නේ අර අපි ටෙලිෆෝන් ලයින් වලින් ඉන්ටර්නෙට් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදියට for an example අපි mobile phone එකට SIM එකක් දැම්මොත් තමයි we will have data access. If you put SIM only, we can access data. That means we are using mobile networks. Or if you are using SLT, ADSL, yes.
sir call එකක් ගන්න බෑ
Oh, call එකක් ගන්නත් බෑනේ එතකොට. If you are using ADSL, SLT, ADSL, you are using mobile phone. Then same landline to connect to the internet. Same landline to connect to the internet. So anyway, you are using mobile.
SIM card එකක් දාන්න නැතුව මේ data on ගන්න බෑ
Sorry.
SIM card එකක් දාන්න බෑ data on ගන්න බෑ
බෑනේ ඉතින් SIM card එකේ තමයි පුතේ තියෙන්නේ connection එක අරන් යන්නේ phone line හරහා. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙමයි අපේ phone එකේ තියෙන data අරන් යන්නේ phone line හරහාම තමයි. internet කියලා වෙනම line එකක් dedicated line එකක් නැත්නම් බොහෝ දුරට පාවිච්චි වෙන්නේ telephone lines. So mainly telephone lines are used to communicate. Understood? Mainly telephone lines because without telephone, that's why without telephone we can't connect to the internet. Right? We need a telephone mechanism. Maybe we need the cable or we need wireless media like the wireless mechanism like Dialog, Mobitel, so Airtel or some Dialog, whatever, some connection. Then only we can connect to the internet. Understood?
okay sir okay.
And what is this? What is this? Have you seen this? Make a දැකලා තියෙනවද? Have you seen this kind of this?
yes sir මට මතක නැහැ නම
Yes, sir.
How many of you are using landlines, land telephone lines, landlines? If you have landline in your home,
I have.
if you have landline in your home, you are using something similar to this. This is called RJ11. Landline එක එහෙම connect කරන්න
I have one of those. So I have one of those.
You have one of those. So normally if you have a desktop, if you have a desktop computer, you are connecting to the internet using this kind of device. If you have a desktop computer, you are connected to the internet, you are connecting to your router using this kind of cable. This is called RJ45 network cable. Right? This is dongle, modem, network cable. And these are the communication devices. Anyway, I'll give the note. Don't worry. So no need to write down now. I'll give the note. Right? Then mainly in computer labs, so we are using this kind of computers. These are called microcomputers. So mainly we are using microcomputers in computer labs. So these are some kind of microcomputers. So see whether you have seen this. So this is Mac Pro. This is also Mac. Laptops, desktop computers. Here desktop computers. These are called microcomputers. Right? Microcomputers. But so large companies like Google and large companies like YouTube, they cannot provide their service using microcomputers. They are using something called
Supercomputer.
Yeah, supercomputers, mainframes. They are using large computers called supercomputers and mainframes. Yes?
I have seen a supercomputer, a large one.
You have seen?
Yes,
Really? Oh,
for real.
really? Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
At my father's office.
In your father's office. Is it in Sri Lanka or some other country?
In Maldives.
In Maldives, yeah, basically. Yeah, that's why I asked, because in Sri Lanka it's rare to see. So if you went to a place like Europe or some other country, probably you have seen, because in Sri Lanka, universities, I think some universities only rarely, occasionally some universities might have, but even I went to a few universities, but I have not seen supercomputer, but they have mainframes. Supercomputers. Yes.
සර් මේ කම්පියුටර් මේ කීබෝඩ් එකයි මේ ස්ක්‍රීන් එක වෙන් කරන්න පුළුවන් එකට මොකද්ද කියන්නේ?
This one, the first one.
No sir.
This one. Where you can take, that is called hybrid computer. That is tab plus, you have laptop and, laptop and tab both versions. So you can separate the screen portion and keyboard portion. That is hybrid computer. That is a tab plus laptop. Tab and laptop, both features are there. Or sometimes you call netbook.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
What is the name for third picture?
1, 2, 3. Third one is laptop basically. It's a different laptop. It can rotate 360 degrees. Or 180.
So what is the name for the second one?
Second one is also a desktop, kind of desktop computer. That is, but this is it's like all in one. It's all in
සර්
one.
දෙකක් වගේ තියෙන මොකක්ද?
It's speakers. Speakers. Right. Okay. So let's move to our main topic then. So we know these kind of computers are in lab. So what to do and what not to do in lab. So what are the things wrong? What are the wrong things? So one wrong thing that you do mostly in your labs, this is what? So don't do this. Some students are having meals inside lab, but that is not good because it can damage computers. Some students are having meals inside lab, and that is really not good because it can damage computers. And some are doing like that. Some are playing. So I can remember in one school when I was teaching, at that time, actually this was like, 13, 14 years ago, I was working as a teacher. And at that time I was teaching in one school, and at those days we had large monitors, TV-like monitors, CRT monitors. Loco monitors, TV wage.
No sir.
You have not seen. Okay, this one. Here, this one.
Yes.
These kind of monitors. So when I went to lab, my God, one student, he has shifted one large monitor and trying to hit someone using that monitor, right? So don't play in the lab. Don't. I was really worrying because if I was late, it could damage, right? It's not good. Don't do that. So that is really not good. Don't play with the computers, right? Because that is not a toy. And next thing, so if you are wet, like if you are using maybe in wet hands, don't use computer with wet hands. With water or some other maybe liquid, don't spilt it because it might give you a shock. So don't use, because it might damage computer too. So if you are wet, so please don't use the computer, right? So the next thing, so don't remove keys in keyboard. Don't remove the keys because you can't fix it back sometimes. So sometimes you think that after removing you can fix it back, but sometimes it get damaged. If one key get damaged, the entire keyboard you have to replace. Okay. If one key damaged, the entire keyboard will be damaged. Then the next thing is don't remove cables. So especially don't remove cables of the other people. So when other students are using the keyboards and mouse and all, so one time I have shown this when I was teaching in the lab. So one student said my mouse is not working. So what has happened? One has removed the mouse and plugged it to another machine. So it was moving the keyboard or mouse, so string cursor of some other student. But don't do that. That is not good. So don't actually, always you have to help others, not trouble, right? So this is another thing. When you have pens and pencils, don't put it in the ports. Don't put it inside the ports, because you can see USB ports. Ports තියෙනවනේ දෙක එක. අර තියෙන්නේ අපි කියන සිංහලෙන් කියන කෙවෙනි කියලා. Ports means that USB, mouse, keyboard ගහන්න තියෙනවා. එතකොට sounds දාන්න තියෙනවා. So don't put something inside that. Especially the pencils, pens, don't put inside. And next thing is don't shout, right? In the lab, please maintain calm and quiet environment where all can learn. Don't shout in the lab. That is also very bad practice. And the last is don't use liquids. Don't keep liquids, or maybe your tea or coffee. Don't keep it closer to you if you are using a computer, because water, if it is spilled, then it might damage your computer, so you can't recover. Because if you anyway accidentally, if your computer get wet, what will happen? What do you have to do? Wage phone එක හරි මොකක් හරි accidentally වතුරට වැටුණා, pen එක වතුරට වැටුණා.
It may be explode.
Yeah, it may explode, but so what you can do is, the primary thing that you can do is, don't plug it to a electronic circuit. Pen එක වතුරට වැටුණොත්, නැත්නම් pen එක නැත්නම් memory card එකක් වතුරට වැටුණොත්, don't plug it immediately to a machine and check whether it's working. So instead of that, what you can do is, you can put it in maybe put it in dry rice, right? Put it in dry rice or dry dry rice is the best solution. So you can put it for few hours, maybe few days, 1 or 2 days. මොකද්ද උයපු නැති හාල් එකක දාලා, පොඩි හාල් උරේක හරි හාල් කෝප් එක හරි දාලා, so you have to keep it for few days, 1 or 2 days, then start using that, because that will absorb moisture, right? That will absorb the liquid from your pen drive. Then it might work, most probably. So 99% sure, I had that accident. සාක්කුවල එහෙම pen drive එකක් තිබ්බොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? Sometimes your mother will put it to the washing machine. Then you will get wet pen drive or wet memory card. In that case, what if your phone එකක් වුණා, what you can do is put it in a rice cup, dry rice cup. So for maybe 1 day or few hours, at least 6 hours, put it in rice cup, then it will absorb the moisture. Then you can use it maybe after some hours. Don't immediately plug it or turn on it. Okay, so those are the things that we discussed today, the good practices and bad things, what to do and what not to do. So anyway, what you have to do, so please do activity 1 and 2 in your workbook. Please go to your workbook. So here I'm going to open that. Here, go to page number. Sorry, page number. Okay, this one. Page number 19 and 20. Please complete activity 2.1, activity 2.1, question number 1, 2, and 3 as a homework. Are you workbook again?
Excuse me, sir. What is the page?
Page number 19 and 20. Workbook, page number 19 and 20.
So 19.
Sir, not
Yeah, this number, if you are referring to this number, it is 9 and 10. Right, if it is a PDF, it is page 19 and 20, but if not, page 9 and 10, right? Page 9 and 10, if it is printed version. Yes? No, don't edit it. Take a copy or take a printout or take a photocopy of it and then do this. So don't edit this, don't edit and do this. Okay, with that, I'll stop for today because I have to start another class. And I'll stop for today. I did some extra work.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Bye, sir.
let's see you in the next day. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir. Have a nice day, sir.